What is up, guys? Degenerator1999 here again tonight, and I will be doing my Q&A video. I think it's actually been a full week since, or 2 weeks since I've done questions, when I was asking questions. But yeah, guys, I got my questions, and I got pretty decent. And yeah, guys, let's get started. I'm going to start all the way at the bottom. And this question, start off, is from Woo 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 You Know It. It's a funny name, I like that. He asked, who would you rather bang? Scarlett Johansson, Nikki Bella, or Kim Kardashian? All three. But if I had to pick, Nikki Bella. Yeah. So thanks for your question, and yeah, you got some more, but yeah, I'll get to you in a second. And he also asked what was the worst wrestling pay-per-view of all time, and what grade are you in, and what do you think of Sean's View and Stevie Breach? Alright, the worst wrestling pay-per-view of all time, from the top of my head right now that comes to mind, Capital Punishment was pretty bad. Then we got, what grade am I in? I'm a freshman in high school, so I'm a 9th grade right now. And he asks, what do I think of Sean's View Entertainment and Stevie Breach? Stevie Breach is cool. I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with him. I mean, we tweet sometimes. So, yeah, he's alright. Sean's View, he has done some pretty disturbing things in the past, which I am definitely not a fan of. I think he is an ass, honestly, but I don't know him personally, so that's just how I honestly see him. From if I judge him, that's how honestly I see him as. So yeah, if that answers your question. So yeah, thank you for your questions. Woo Woo You Know It. And next question is from Dylan Huffman. He asks what was the top 5 best and top 5 worst WrestleManias? Top 5 best from the top of my head: 17, 23, let's see, 3, 18, and 21. That's my top 5 best ones. And worst ones, 11, 27, this is pretty hard. This is from what I've seen. I can't really give me my top 5 worst because I haven't seen like all the WrestleManias. I've seen most of them, but there's some I haven't seen. So I can only give you them two that I can really, from the top of my head, is 11 and 27. But yeah, man, I appreciate your question. Sorry I couldn't answer the worst ones, but you heard my 5, so yeah. And we got a question from, we got Hayden Huffman. He said he's got a few questions. Do you think the Panthers will do good this year? For the past 2 years, they had a pretty decent team. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they did pretty good this year. I mean, we'll see how they do in the draft. I mean, we'll see. I mean, I got nothing against the Panthers. They're actually my 3rd favorite team, to be honest with you. And, yeah, and he also asked what do you think of Cam Newton? Cam Newton, he is actually a pretty decent quarterback. He's laid back. He doesn't cause trouble or nothing. Cam Newton's a good quarterback. I see good things for him in the future. I really do. And he asks, do you think WrestleMania 31 will be any good? Honestly, if they live up to their, I know the ladder match is going to steal the show. That's going to steal the show by far. If they live up to their John Cena and Rusev, honestly, that's going to be a pretty decent match, honestly. Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, I really couldn't tell you, man. I really don't know. I mean, honestly. Sting versus Triple H. I could see some good things going into that match. I really could. Hopefully, Sting can perform at his age. He's like 56 right now. But hopefully that'll be a good match. Hopefully that'll live up to its hype. Bray Wyatt versus The Undertaker. I honestly don't know. I really couldn't tell you, but for the hype, I mean, they're keeping Undertaker off of TV till WrestleMania, so I mean, I couldn't tell you. This year, this pay-per-view could really go up or down, honestly. It really could. But yeah, if they live up to their hype matches like the United States, the ladder match, them two will probably be the best matches on the card right now. So, yeah. And yeah, man, thanks for your question. And we got Kick-Ass Productions. He's asked is, who are some of your expirations here on YouTube? My expirations are actually him. He actually, one of the guys that actually got me into, and inspired me to do YouTube videos. Mr. Paul JB44, he was one of them. Yeah, they're my mainly ones that inspired me. So Kick-Ass Productions and Mr. Paul JB44. So yeah, thanks for your question. And he also asked is, what is your favorite period in the WWE that you have got to live through and watch? This is actually a good question. It is actually the Ruthless Aggression era, and it was when John Cena was feuding with Edge. I absolutely loved living through that. And John Cena feuding with Shawn Michaels through WrestleMania 23. That was one of my favorite matches of all time. It was such an honor to live through that. And it was an honor to see Undertaker versus Batista at them pay-per-views. They put on some pretty great matches, personally. So I'm really happy to live through and watch that. Really, really does. So, yeah, man, thanks for your question. The next one we got Sam Fuller, sorry for mispronouncing that. He asks, do you think Cena will beat Flair's title record? Most definitely, yes, he will. And, yeah, man, thanks for your question. And next one we got Trevor Raider. He asks, do you think you'll need to draft a wide receiver and explain how you got into WWE? Well, for the Redskins, for the wide receivers, honestly, I don't think we need to draft one. It wouldn't hurt us to draft one, but honestly, I don't think we need to because, let's see, we got Deshaun Jackson, Pierre Garcon, Santana Moss. Yes, he's old, but I'm pretty sure he's still got some, got some life in him. But, I mean, it wouldn't hurt us to draft a quarterback. Maybe a young guy out of college, maybe. It wouldn't hurt us at all, but right now, honestly, I don't think we need one this year, but like I said, it definitely would not hurt us. So, yeah. And, yeah, man, thanks for your question. And now we got TBC, the rapper, Travis Call. He asks, how did he start pulling for the Reds? Oh, my bad. And my bad, Travis Raider. I forgot to answer your last question. How did I get into WWE? It's 2006. I was on vacation. I was flipping through the channels, and I saw Monday Night Raw on, and I started watching it, and I've just been hooked ever since. So, yeah, man, thanks for your question. And, yeah, TBC, the rapper, Travis Call, he asks, how do you start pulling for the Redskins, and do you think Shawn Michaels and Edge will ever wrestle again? Start pulling for the Redskins. I used to be a Dallas Cowboys fan, and I got brainwashed by my uncle when I was like 5 years old, and he brainwashed me to the Redskins, and that really hurt my dad. It was kind of funny though, but hey. So yeah, and I think Shawn Michaels and Edge will ever wrestle again? I could see Shawn Michaels wrestling again against hopefully Daniel Bryan, teacher versus trainee. Hopefully. But for Edge, I honestly don't see him wrestling again because of his neck. So, yeah, man, thanks for your question. And last one, we got Biggest Johnson to Fan 21. He asks us 13. So, here we go. Number 1, he asks us, what is your favorite non-wrestling movie? Not counting the Halloween series. That's my favorite franchise. But my favorite movie of all time, I like the American Pie franchises. Their series, that's some pretty badass. Ted's really one of my favorite movies, so, yeah. And he also asks, what is your favorite type of car? I would like the General Lee, the Dukes of Hazzard, but if that's not what you're asking, I am a Chevy guy. Chevrolet, so yeah. Number 3, did you hear that the Redskins might be drafting Marcos Mariota? I can't pronounce that, but, no, I did not hear that, but, hey, it wouldn't hurt us. So, yeah. Number 4, who do you think will win the ladder match at Mania 31? Probably Daniel Bryan, but I would rather see Dean Ambrose win or Dolph Ziggler, so, yeah. Either Ambrose or Ziggler. So, yeah, that's going to be the match of the night right there. Epic match. And number 5, do you think Cena will kick Rusev's ass? I hope so. Thanks for your question. And number 6, what was the last movie you watched? Well, in theaters it was A Haunted House 2, and on DVD it was actually Forrest Gump. I watched that last night before I went to bed, so yeah. Number 7, do you like school? Hell no. Only for the sports, like football, wrestling, and yeah. What is your favorite food? Steak. What is your favorite TV show? I got a couple. I got Malcolm in the Middle, Party Down South, and I'm beginning to get into Street Outlaws. So yeah. And he asks us, what do you think? Who do you think will win Super Bowl 50 if you had to pick? I see the Patriots being tough again. Hope the Redskins go, but no. So Patriots will be a contender, and we'll just see how the draft goes. So right now, honestly, see the Patriots will be the defending champions. So yeah, they're going to win again, honestly. And he said, if you were in the 1980s, who would your favorite superstar? Not Hulk Hogan. Okay. In the 80s, probably Ric Flair, but yeah, probably Ric Flair. So yeah. And number 12, do you like ECW, and why? And who was your favorite ECW wrestler? I love ECW, and it's because it's just so extreme. They put on hell of a matches, great matches, and my favorite ECW superstar wrestler of all time is probably, Terry Funk was one of them. Sabu, Sandman. Yeah, they're my favorite. So yeah. And last question: what are your top 3 favorite dirty pay-per-view years? Well, the ones. Well, let's see. 2006, 2002, and 2003 probably. So yeah. So yeah, guys, that's my Q&A video. I'm going on 13 minutes now, so I'm going to go ahead and shut this video down. I appreciate you guys leaving me questions, and I hope I answer them the best way I can. And I'll catch you guys later, guys. And my next video will probably be a room tour. So yeah, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.